Okay. There we go.
There we go.
Yep, and we've got the Gmail notification, so we are good. We are here.
Yes. And we heard it on our end, too.
Yes.
That's because we've got it open.
That's true. Yes.
And we heard it earlier say that, too.
We did, yeah, the 15 minutes reminder.
Yes, yes. And also as we were coming to this.
Oh yeah, you're in your inbox.
Yes, we were there. We heard it, and we heard us there in our inbox there.
We did. Over 200 messages.
Yes, we actually, you know what we did?
What's that?
We've actually started to do
Hmm.
just before we came into the studio is we actually the things that we wanted to move, we've moved them into specific mailboxes, or as Gmail calls it, labels that we wanted them in, that we want them in, because that way we can go back to refer to them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Here we are. This is exciting.
It is, and we will get the Zoom up and going so we can start getting into it. Ah, yes, get to the spot where we'll have our intro.
There we go. We're here.
Good one, yeah.
There we go. Here we are.
Alrighty. Then in 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Recording in progress.
And we will now go ahead and play the intro.
Yes, please.
Live from the Musa Slobodian Network studio, welcome to the Ali and Makara Show, part of the Musa Slobodian Network. The show where the hosts discuss technology, their favorite songs, the books they've been reading throughout the week, along with some friendly banter along the way. Here are your hosts, Ali Musa and Makara Slobodian.
Good afternoon on Sunday, February 22nd, 2026. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We're so happy to be back. It feels like forever since we've been in studio.
It does. It really does, doesn't it? It really does. Oh, but you know there are always bonus shows coming up. So so you know we always say in the world of broadcasting, stay tuned.
Absolutely, you never know it. This week we've got a lot coming up, and in future we'll have plenty to share with you all. Stay tuned, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Yes, and you know, and of course we are looking at we're looking at doing some NHL content as well, some trade deadline content as the NHL on the Ali Musa show, as that's coming up as well soon. So sticker, you know, the best way is to stay up to date with the network.
You've got that right.
That's the easiest way.
It is, yes.
And all the shows as well. So
Absolutely.
yes, very, very much exciting stuff coming up.
Now, how has the tech been working this week?
The tech has actually been working very, very well. Now,
Oh, awesome.
Yes. Except for appointlet challenges, but that's okay.
Oh, what's going on with the Pointlet?
Well, it's just some navigation stuff that just some navigation areas and some problems there. But and a lot of these have been present since the beginning anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Or pretty much all of these. But we do have to give a shout out to Zoom support. A positive shout out.
Okay. What went on with Zoom support?
Yes, so what we did was we were trying to not replicate, but find a way to do something similar to Appointlet's seasonal hours
Okay.
in Zoom Scheduler. So what this essentially means is have a slightly different schedule for a specific period of time.
Right.
So we were trying to see in Zoom schedule, like, what the best way to go about doing that would be.
Mm-hmm.
So what we did was we then reached out to Zoom support, explaining what our needs were, or are, and what we are trying to accomplish here. And they gave us, or the agent, who was actually very helpful,
Oh, wonderful.
gave us a couple of tips. We went with option 1 of creating a page and setting the date range. So that is its equivalent. And it made us happy because the agent followed through with what we were trying to accomplish.
And understood what you were asking, obviously.
Exactly, yes. Oh, there's another word to the pile.
Obviously.
Yes. Oh, we know what that means.
We do. Will be bugging us when it comes up now.
Oh, yes. And so that is what we have done there, and a top shout out to them. And of course, we also want to give a shout out to the Appointlet team, though, for
Of course.
doing their best to ensure that things are working in the way that we want.
And consistently providing support whenever we need it.
That's right.
Because they're always there either when something comes up or when there are just questions.
Yes, that's right. Yes, they're certainly there for that. Yes, they most certainly, and you know what, and that is where the top marks goes there too.
Yeah, I would absolutely agree with you. It's very significant.
You know, that's kind of where and like, see, despite its despite its navigation challenges, which, and here's the honest reality of that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel that I actually don't feel that they're actually going to be able to actually do anything about that, or be able to or to try and to improve it in any way, because either it's going to stay the same, or which is the most likely outcome, and the reason is because of resources that's available to them.
Yeah, and like something on that level is in your coding, right? Which is foundational.
Yeah, and for them to be able to build it from scratch isn't something that they are even going to be able to put the resources into.
No, that's not super practical for where they're at, probably.
No. And you know what the other thing is? I feel like it's just a team of 3 people. They have Chris, who's their main guy, who, shout out to him,
Massive shout out to Chris.
and and Jared, who is the founder of the company. Shout out to him as well.
Oh, awesome, cool.
Oh, is that a 2 for 2?
I guess it's a 2 for 2. That was not intentional.
No, I know. And then there's
Totally
me.
Awesome. It's so awesome. It's cool.
Oh, there's a 3 for 3 or a 5 for 5 because we used it before we went on air, and then we'll take a break.
We will.
But so there's May, and there's May, who is actually just a backup when Chris is not available. Now, she's actually based somewhere in Asia, actually.
Oh yeah.
In South Asia or something. So she and sometimes she's online looking after things at night, sometimes, or early mornings, and like kind of before business hours, just to keep an eye on like simple things.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's smart though too to have
yes,
someone kind of doing that specifically.
yes, and of course, there's Pointy as well, who is their that's their AI bot.
Pointy's a really good name.
Yes, yeah.
I like Pointy.
Oh, and he's pretty good too.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't know. I just like his name.
No, he's good. He's good. He's very helpful, actually.
Great. Well, it sounds like for a fairly small team, they've got a lot of things in place. They've got people in place as backups. That's important.
They do. It wouldn't be as immediate as, say, Zoom support because all the time, because they've got people all the time there.
Yeah. But they're clearly doing whatever they can with what they've got.
Sorry, who's Zoom support or Zoom or Appointlet? Appointlet?
My apologies, I should have specified.
No, that's okay.
No, because we're talking about 2 separate.
Yeah, no, I knew you meant Appointlet though.
But yeah, I do mean Appointlet.
Yes. Yeah, no, you're right. They do, don't they? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So there's always good stuff.
There is. And now we will head to a quick commercial break, after which we will get into this week's book, which is My Name is Barbara by Barbra Streisand. You're listening to The Ali and McKara Show, which is part of the Musa Slobodian Network. Stay tuned.
Recording stopped.
Cianity Radio will never give you up. They will never let you down, nor will they run around or desert you. So join Nick Astley for The Melting Pot every Saturday on Cianity Radio. Hang on a minute. He's not Nick Astley. Oh, jings, I've done it wrong. Anyway, just join Nick for The Melting Pot on Cianity Radio.
Looking for a sports podcast that covers sports weekly as well as gets you set up for the day? Check out Weekly in Sports with me, Scott McGregor. We give some shout-outs of the week to podcasts like this one and those who do them. Discuss the Blue Jays, Bill, Raptors, and more. To learn more, check out the Sports for Beginners Facebook page. Search Sports for Beginners.
Hey, you, why you looking so sad? Don't be so sad. I tell you what you're gonna do. If you got the vino, you pour yourself a bicchiere of vino. If you don't have a vino, maybe you got the panettone, maybe you got the panini, maybe you got the cafe espresso, but you fix yourself for something bella nice and you go to your computer and you log on to Cianity Radio. And you listen to Cianity Radio, okay? You do all that, you're gonna feel much better. I promise you. Alright? Ciao.
What a busy traffic on this Friday evening. I am almost stuck in this traffic for the last 40 minutes. And there is no way, I think, for me to get to the show. The Cianity Radio Song Bank, which is going to start very shortly. It's one of my favorite shows. And my, what a way to wind down for the weekend. Perfect 2 hours of fun-filled music. And she has so many great features. Sound of Music, Undercover, Foreign Exchange, Name That Tune, and the big wheel that she spins for Who's That or Where Are We? We cannot forget about the international stage. I have never come across such a great show in my life. I think I will have to press hard on my accelerator and go as fast as I can to get home in time. Wow! Wow! Look! I made it! I am almost there! Cianity Radio, making your day brighter, one song at a time. What a day of hard work! I am glad the day is over, and I am headed out straight home. What a beautiful day out here, riding my motorcycle, and I am sure it's going to get much better when I get home and listen to Cianity Radio. Programs to pick and choose. So many great programs. We have the Melting Pot every Saturday. Every alternate Friday evening, there is the Song Bank episode followed alternately by the Cosmopolitan Culture Club on the Friday. And now she has the Classical Cafe every Saturday. Perfect way to wind down. Best of the best music from around the world. Why not check out her website? siennatradio.ca. I feel like I am the luckiest person to have such a great source of entertainment. I can see my home approaching very soon. Hope you all tune in and enjoy the great shows. Sienna T Radio, making your day brighter, one song at a time. I wonder if I could make it. It's almost getting to 8 o'clock p.m. and I am still a few more steps away from home to get to my computer to listen to Sienna T Radio's Cosmopolitan Culture Club. The best of the best music from around the world. Can't wait! I think I made it! Sienna T Radio, making your day brighter, one song at a time. Have you ever wanted a talk show that discusses news, politics, the show's favorite sports teams, as well as sports media and broadcasting? Check out The Ali Musa Show, where we discuss these topics in a single package. To learn more about the show, please visit thealimusashow.ca. While you're over there, subscribe to the newsletter so you never miss an update. Besides, it's free. Enter your email address and hit subscribe.
The Ali Musa Show is part of the Musa Slobodian Network, where good conversations happen. To learn more about the network, please visit themusaslobodiannetwork.ca. While you're there, subscribe so you never miss a network update. Enter your email and hit subscribe. Hey Ali, did you know we have a books panel?
I did not know that. When is it?
It takes place on the last Friday of each month at 7:30 p.m. Eastern,
Where we have fun and engaging conversations.
about a book that one of the panelists picks.
So, how can I learn more about the show?
To learn more, please visit bookspanel.ca. While you're there, subscribe to the newsletter so you never miss an update. Besides, it's free. Enter your email and hit subscribe.
The Books Pen is part of the Musa Slobodian Network, where good conversations happen.
To learn more about the network, please visit themusaslobodiannetwork.ca. While you're over there, hit subscribe so you never miss a network update. Enter your email and hit subscribe.
Okay, so we are good to go now. We're just going to resume the audio hijack recordings.
Okay. All right, those are good.
Yeah, those are good.
Okay, we will get the Zoom recording going in 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Recording in progress.
And we're back. Also, if you'll notice, we promised you some new commercials last week, and here they are now. In our lineup of commercials, the Ali Musa Show and the Books panel both have a new commercial. And that's what you'll be hearing going forward.
And this is
Now,
also the
Ali.
commercial lineup as well that you'll be hearing.
Yes. Yes, it's a new, slightly revamped lineup.
Until a Textravaganza one is added.
Ah, yes. We are going to get on that at some point very soon as well.
Yes, we will.
What are your thoughts on this week's book?
Well, I am so glad, we are so glad that we asked us this. Honestly, first, I thoroughly enjoy the her writing style.
Mm-hmm.
I totally enjoy that. But I was a little bit surprised. I didn't see when I think of Barbra Streisand and the icon,
Mm-hmm.
and someone who has who has recorded a lot of music over the years.
Oh, hands down.
I would never have thought of her as stubborn and negative. But see, and this is the thing, and after reading the book, and after reading the bit of the book that quite a bit of the book that I have, that sort of shocks me. Especially like parts where she kind of goes, when she was trying to get jobs and things like that, she was going, "Oh, you'll be disappointed if you don't hire me," quote. And
right.
Yeah, right. And in her mind, quote, it would be, quote, "Well, I'm not going to come back." Because, and she does admit to this in the book that when she has been disappointed, that she does put herself in that corner and in that wall where she just doesn't where she just kind of doesn't what's the word I'm looking for? Like she doesn't I would say kind of doesn't go back. And what I found interesting as well is that she still has the old sewing board.
She still keeps a lot of things by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
Her records, some of her vintage clothing.
Yep.
A lot of, trinkets and things.
Yeah. No, that's what, see, now, on one side is that recognizing that, not to bring the emotions into this, but that her father had passed, and I think it was a case where she didn't know him. I can't quite remember that.
Yeah, it seemed like she was far too young to have remembered or known him.
Yeah.
Very well. And then her mother didn't seem like she was someone who was very forthcoming with details or memories or any of that, because
Yep.
when she talks about later having conversations with her mother, it's a lot of, oh, well, you never asked, you never mentioned it.
Yes. Yeah, that was early on in the book, wasn't it? Yep.
So that doesn't help either.
No. But I mean, the other thing is too, it was a very different. Like, see, it was a very different time, and I get all that. But what I was sort of thinking about is that she wanted to climb the ladder, and in the event that the same thing sort of happened, that she just wanted to climb it real fast. And I mean, realistically, that was her thing. That was what she wanted to do, and that was kind of, and and I was sort of, and that, but those are elements that sort of shocked me. Now, how about you? Were you shocked at all in terms of whether it was any of the pieces that I mentioned or anything else that surprised you?
I think in general, the whole thing was quite a surprise because, and as you kind of opened with, and I'm sure this is true for all of us, whether you are a fan of hers, whether you just know her name, because let's face it, it's a name that's been out there for decades. I'm sure we all have in our heads a very specific impression or idea when it comes to the name Barbra Streisand. And I, of course, appreciate her musical talent, and it was interesting to me that when you talk about her writing style, this doesn't read like a book to me at all. I don't know, maybe in print it's of course going to be different, but in the audiobook, it just reads like this profoundly successful, profoundly well-traveled, I guess, in the world woman telling her story and talking about her life because you have all these little interjections of, oh, well, or sort of her own reactions to things. Like, when she likes something and she'll sort of go, And it's just very much, it sounds conversational, which is quite cool for someone who is at that level of fame. You wouldn't expect that necessarily, or I wouldn't personally.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, so what would it be? So like, what would it be for you? What would you give it out of 5? What would be your rating scale?
That is difficult because right now I have gone a fair chunk into it, but there's certainly a lot more to go. I think I'd be sitting at about a 3 right now, and it's not good or bad, it's just sort of there. But I am intrigued to read more about her because, as you say, it seems to very profoundly have affected her, the loss of her father, not just in her life and how she chooses to live it, but I do also remember that exact thing you're talking about where she admits to wanting to live and do as much in a short time in case something happens. And it affects how she grew up. It affects her relationships with people. It affects how she sees men. It's very interesting because at first glance, you wouldn't necessarily think that a loss that young would have that kind of impact. But clearly it did, and perhaps also because she didn't really have anyone to help her through it. Even just in her personal life, she didn't have anyone to lean on. She didn't have anyone who, in her family, because she seems to build these very strong connections with colleagues, with people she meets who aren't necessarily related to her, but who end up being very integral in her life for a lot of reasons.
yeah, that's just kind of who she was, and she did also run into, as the book says, she did run into a number of roadblocks too.
Certainly, she didn't have the easiest upbringing, and that came with its own unique challenges but she started to find her way and find her own path from a very young age.
Yep. So, like, are you planning to continue with it? I most certainly am.
I will too. It's very easy to listen to. She's
Yeah,
just
some
got this-
nighttime listening.
That is a very good one for nighttime listening, actually. I agree.
Yeah.
Because she's just very calm about everything. She's just sort of, these are her stories. Oh, I was also going to add that I think it's interesting that she was so focused on acting and that was what she had her heart and mind set on.
Oh yes, yeah.
Didn't really consider herself a singer. And then, of course, when she starts getting these gigs at nightclubs and things, she starts to see that response and is like, oh, this singing thing, huh? Which is kind of wild to think about in retrospect.
Yeah, yeah.
That
And
someone with such an iconic voice didn't see herself as a singer.
oh yeah, yep, yeah. Yeah, I mean, she's still around. Like, she's in her 80s now.
Yes, and she's still recording albums and doing things.
Yeah, I don't think she's doing as much now, but
Likely not, but it doesn't seem like she stopped completely either.
no, no.
I'd highly recommend it for anyone who is curious about that time period or about her as a person.
Yeah, no, but I mean that was like that was I honestly didn't think that, you know, I didn't really, but, you know, but I didn't think she, you know, that those are parts that surprised me, certainly.
She's also got one heck of a memory for detail, hey?
Oh yeah, yep,
Like, oh, I wore this on this specific night, or
yeah,
oh, I have a strong dislike for this color probably because of this now.
yeah.
That is incredible for someone to have those memories after so long.
Yep. Yeah.
And it makes it so much more immersive in some senses. Like, I always found with other books, and this isn't a thing that people necessarily need to do, that much detail is kind of more personal preference and whatever you decide you need at that point or not. But I always found that those were things that really kind of hooked me to things or attracted me to things more because it really felt like it places you in it. And you can kind of get a better picture in your mind almost.
Interesting. Yeah. For me, I don't know what it is. I feel like I just enjoy a good. I think I just enjoy a good book. I think that's it.
Yeah, no, of course, and I do as well. But I think that means different things oftentimes to different people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
the idea of what is a good book.
Pardon?
The idea of what is a good book.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I think it would have to be. I like a lot of the. I mean, I'm a big fan of the. I like to read a lot about. You know. I like to read a lot of stuff from former NHL players, coaches, MLB players, coaches, or even MLB writers that have written books, NHL writers that have written books. I think that, for me, is something that I consider as a good book. Now, I've also enjoyed, because, of course, because I'm a big fan of the NHL and the MLB. I think I just like to to learn about I learn about what their experience was like. Like for example, even reading Brian Burke's book.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I thoroughly enjoyed, that sort of experience. I enjoyed that kind of that that as well. There's actually one in my library now. I was looking at my not started titles actually this morning,
Oh yeah.
and and I came across Tales from the Montreal Canadiens locker room. That would be
yes.
interesting.
That would be, yes. And I'm not sure I'd even asked you, what do you give this one out of 5?
No, that's fine. You did. That's okay. I would have to give it. I think I would give it a complete 5 out of 5.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Because it's interesting. I always enjoy finding out about, I always enjoy finding out about. And I think she really sort of tells the story well of herself.
She does. She's very self-aware. She doesn't make herself sound perfect or, she doesn't sugarcoat anything. She's just, this is what it was, this is where she was. And she's even able to sort of acknowledge what sorts of things contributed to and made her go in the direction she did with acting and with wanting to be the characters versus wanting to be the actors. I thought that was kind of fascinating as well. When she talks about being at the movies and she says, "Oh, I wanted to be the character. I didn't necessarily want to," when she's talking about The King and I, she says, "I didn't necessarily want to be Deborah Carr."
Oh yeah, yeah.
Clearly someone who's done a lot of reflection and a lot of introspection.
Yeah, and there was even the part where at the closer to the beginning of the book, where actually in the prologue, she mentioned that I started to write a book on pencil and paper, but I lost it. Quote.
Yes. And she's got a sense of humor too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She's quite funny. I don't think I realized that before.
Yeah. No, I
Have you read anything else this week?
Do you know what? I think I read a little bit of A Promised Land. I think.
Still making your way through.
I am. Yep. And of course, I think I'm almost done the one we'll be discussing when we do our network update as well. So, I've also been going through that as well. But there's go ahead.
Yes. I believe I saw that update too.
Ah, yes.
We keep up.
Oh, yes. Just check our timeline and notifications.
Yes. But you were going to add something?
Yeah, I also want to go do some of the I also like some of the stuff I'm looking at reading as well is just in general as well, is that I want to really get through. I want to read more of some of the Great Courses stuff.
Ah, yes, we talked about that last week a little bit.
I think we did. I can't remember now. But like, there's one on the called "The History of Chocolate" quote that I want to read.
Oh, I'd be down for that.
Yeah, and there's also one, oh man, what else is there? Oh, the name escapes me. Also another one of the Great Courses ones that I want to take a look at as well. And I want to there's also one on the history of India that I want to look at as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's even one on the history of Japan, I think, even that's in my list, I think. And even today's Daily Deal, on the day of this recording of Sunday, February 22nd, 2026, was similar to that as well.
Oh, okay. Yes, I saw you forwarded that. I didn't get a chance to look at the title.
Yeah, want to take a look. Well, eventually you want to take a look at that. I want to take a look at that as well.
Exciting. Plenty more content coming.
Oh, there is. There is. And, oh boy, it's that time again in the show.
It is, and we've got a packed schedule this week. There's an Ali Musa show coming up, isn't there?
That's right, there is. Coming up on Monday, December 23rd.
December?
I don't know, I had December on the brain.
Oh, we're just into 2026. We're not done yet.
On Monday, February 26th,
There you
2026. Ian Hunter, who covers the Blue Jays, who does some writing on the Blue Jays, will stop by and we'll discuss some of the Blue Jays signings this offseason.
Okay.
And we will also discuss some we'll also discuss some what our expectations could be for this upcoming season. And so we've got good stuff there.
And he's new to the show?
Nope.
Oh, you've had him on before.
Oh yeah, a few times.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Great.
returns.
Wonderful.
Yeah, he's at Blue Jay Hunter on social media.
Okay, great. People should check him out.
Yes, on X and Blue Sky at Blue Jay Hunter.
Yes. And we've got a Textravaganza workshop, of course, coming up on Wednesday, February 25th, 2026, 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern. That'll be on attaching files in an email client, I believe. Any email client. And we've got a books panel coming up this Friday. We've been talking about it, and it's finally here. Friday, February 27th, 2026 at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, we will discuss Brent Spiner's fan fiction.
And we'll also have some new voices to the panel as well this week.
We will, yes, it's very exciting. Adding some other book lovers to the team.
Yes.
And of course, we will be back here next Sunday, which I believe will be March the 1st?
It will!
My gosh, March 1st, 2026, 3:30 p.m. Eastern, we will discuss Offside by Sean Avery. Stay tuned.
We sure can. We can do that. Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
Sounds great.
Thank you so much for listening to and or watching the Ali and McCara Show. To learn more about the show, please visit the aliandmccarashow.ca. While you're over there, subscribe to the newsletter so you never miss an update. Besides, it's free. Enter your email address and hit subscribe right on the homepage. The Ali and McCara Show is part of the Musa Slobodian Network, where good conversations happen. To learn more about the other excellent programming offered by the network, please visit the MusaSlobodianNetwork.ca.